At the request of multiple subscribers, these ROM hacks, these pirated fake Game Boy versions of Pokemon games have been appearing on Amazon, eBay, and things of that nature, and individuals have asked me to talk about them. So the first one I want to speak about is Lugia's Ocean version. Now, you would have to be really uninformed to know that this wasn't a real Pokemon game. It says Pokemon, has the Game Boy Advance cartridge, it says Lugia's Ocean. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how could anyone fall for this? Well, it is an official Game Boy Advance cartridge, and I know that it's not exactly easy to get those or make those, but a lot of people, a lot of these ROM hacks, a lot of these fake things, they'll go out, they'll buy a lot of crap games, like $31 Game Boy Advance games. They'll take the circuit board out and fix it up and hack it to actually contain this game. It's what a lot of ROM hacks do, and that's how that happens. And it does look pretty official, I have to say, for a fake game at the very least. But with one quick Google search, you can look up the Wikipedia on which Game Boy Advance games exist that are official Pokemon games. The next one I want to address is Pokemon Chaos Black version for the Game Boy Advance game. I don't know why game is on the end of it, but whatever. So this one actually comes with a box and a book, but you really have to be out of the know for this one because it has Chaos from Sonic Adventure there. I've always kind of not liked that. Like, why do people want to keep putting Chaos in the Pokemon game? Why? I don't understand why there's that small sect out there that wants Chaos from Sonic Adventure to be in Pokemon. It's really strange. Anyways, once again, a complete fake and fraud, but I don't think the Lugia's Ocean version and the Chaos Black version are being like advertised as real Pokemon games. I don't think these guys are really trying to deceive people, because when I look at this, it gives me several buying options and it gives me pretty basic information. It just says the title of the game. It says you can buy one new for $14 and two used for $14.40. Kind of weird. And then when I come down below, you can see a bunch of other hacked Pokemon games with absolutely terrible font, terrible stretched out pictures that are not real, and things of that nature. You can see the reviews of this game. You can just see it, man. There's not a lot of information. They aren't trying to perpetrate it as a real game. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying I don't think that's their goal. Whereas Pokemon Crystal for Nintendo Game Boy Advance is. No, this is a serious problem, okay? We have this game being perpetrated as Pokemon Crystal, except for on the Game Boy Advance. There's no remake title and things like that. A bunch of people say this is fake, not an official Pokemon game, and again, I have to say that it's not. It's not. It's a mod version of Pokemon Fire Red called Pokemon Liquid Crystal, and it shouldn't be called Pokemon Crystal. It should be called Pokemon Liquid Crystal. So, for those individuals out there that aren't sure about these Pokemon games, if they're real or not, really, if you're confused about it, if you think maybe this is a real one, maybe this is a fake one, just look up the name, look up what system it was released on, and you'll be able to see and tell if it is a real or a fake game, and that's the biggest issue that I'm running into today. Now, the only issue that I take with these fake ROMs being sold is that they're being sold at a rate in which it kind of deceives the users. So, it's not a problem that there's Lugia's Ocean version. It's not a problem that there's Chaos Black version. I mean, Jesus Christ, you have to be really out of the loop to not understand that those aren't Pokemon games. But the Crystal version could even fool a pretty decent Pokemon player that knows, oh, hey, Crystal was a version that came out at one point in time. I'm gonna rebuy it. And you get this, and it's crap. But that's my point, ladies and gentlemen. If you see fake ROMs that aren't titled properly, by all means, leave 1-star reviews. Call them out hardcore for their bullshit. But as far as the fake ROM hacks, man, I mean, honestly, I don't see a problem with the fake ROM hacks being up for sale. If people want to sit there and take the time and port them onto real cartridges so you can play them on your Game Boys or your DSs or whatever, what's the problem? I mean, as long as they title them properly, I don't see an issue with it. But It's those that try to be real shifty and throw shade out there like, oh, we're not doing anything wrong at all, that bother me. So, ladies and gentlemen, leave your comments below. Have you ever been duped into buying a fake Pokemon game? Or have you been smart enough to see this from a mile away? I would assume that most people would be able to figure it out. But if you have a mom that considers every Pokemon Pikachu and every other Pokemon that bird Pokemon, then maybe perhaps she got you a fake one. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. Good gaming and God bless. And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics, from net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases. The Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!